Welcome to this Tutor to You Sociology topic video for GCSE Sociology. In this video we're going to look at one of the classic texts, Selected Writings from 1857 to 67 by Karl Marx. Karl Marx was a revolutionary thinker whose ideas have shaped much of modern sociology, economics and political science. His selected writings from 1857 to 1867 include crucial works like Grundrisse, a contribution to the critique of political economy, and the first volume of Das Kapital. Marx's perspective is known as Marxism, which focuses on the conflicts between different social classes, particularly between the bourgeoisie, the capitalist class who own the means of production, and the proletariat, the working class who sell their labour. Marx's work is grounded in historical materialism, a theory that argues that material conditions and economic factors are the primary influences on society and its development. Marx believed that the way goods are produced and who controls these processes determines the structure and development of society. Marx viewed history as a series of class struggles that eventually lead to social change. Marx used a combination of theoretical analysis and empirical observation in his writings. He studied the economic systems of his time, especially capitalism, and analysed how they functioned. Marx read extensively, including the works of economists like Adam Smith and David Ricardo, and observed the industrial changes happening around him. His methodology involved critically examining economic data, historical events, and social structures to understand and explain the underlying dynamics of capitalism. Marx argued that all of history is a history of class struggles. In every society, there are groups of people who have different interests based upon their economic position. In a capitalist society, the primary conflict is between the bourgeoisie, who own the factories and resources, and the proletariat, the workers. This struggle leads to social tension and conflict. Marx introduced the concept of alienation to describe how workers are disconnected from the products of their labour, their own human potential, and each other. In a capitalist system, workers do not own what they produce and have little control over their work conditions, leading to a sense of powerlessness and isolation. One of Marx's critical insights was the idea of surplus value, which is the difference between what workers are paid and the value of what they produce. This surplus value is kept by the capitalists as profit. Marx argued that this exploitation of labour is the source of capitalists' wealth and the cause of inequality in society. Marx analysed how capitalists accumulate wealth. He explained that to stay competitive, capitalists must continually reinvest their profits into new technologies and production methods, leading to an endless cycle of accumulation and expansion. This process, however, also leads to economic crises and greater inequality. Marx's theory of historical materialism suggests that the economic base of society, the way goods are produced and exchanged, shapes the superstructure, politics, culture, ideology. Changes in the economic base lead to changes in the superstructure. For example, the transition from feudalism to capitalism brought about significant changes in social and political structures. Critics argue that Marx's theory is too deterministic, meaning it overemphasises the role of economic factors in shaping society. They believe that Marx did not sufficiently account for the influence of ideas, culture, and individual agency in social development. Some critics say that Marx's focus on class struggle overlooks other important social divisions, such as race, gender, and ethnicity. They argue that these factors also play crucial roles in shaping people's experiences and opportunities. Marx's theory has also been criticised for emphasising conflict and struggle as the primary drivers of social change. Critics argue that this perspective overlooks the potential for cooperation and consensus in society. They suggest that social stability and gradual reform can also lead to significant changes. A further criticism is that Marx predicted that capitalism would inevitably collapse due to its internal contradictions and be replaced by socialism. However, many capitalist societies have persisted and even thrived, leading some to question the accuracy of Marx's predictions. And finally, modern economies are much more complex than in Marx's time. Critics argue that his analysis does not fully account for the diversity and adaptability of contemporary capitalist systems, which have evolved in ways that Marx did not predict. Karl Marx's selected writings from 1857 to 1867 provides foundational insights into his critique of capitalism and his theory of historical materialism. His findings on class struggle, alienation, surplus value, capital accumulation, and historical materialism offer a powerful framework for understanding the dynamics of economic systems and social change. Despite facing significant criticisms, Marx's ideas continue to influence sociological thought and inspire debates on inequality, exploitation, and the potential for a more equitable society. That concludes this Tutor You Sociology topic video for GCSE Sociology, looking at the selected writings of Karl Marx. Thanks for watching.